Alright, it's time to make the Veggie Flakes salt. Microgreen salt, micro salt, whichever you want to call it. So I'm going with Himalayan salt. It's a pink salt, just for color and potentially a little extra nutrient, minerals that are in the ancient salt, supposedly. I've got the container of microgreens here that are dried. There's a good bit there. And if at this point you've seen the video how much I put in there of the various types, and yeah, I'm gonna put them in these little salt containers. I bought these on Amazon. They're in the store if you want to copy, but yeah, I'm going to do one with Veggie Flakes only, one with salt, and or possibly two with salt, maybe one, maybe two, we'll see. But I'm also going to add garlic. And that's just because we eat garlic in everything. Garlic doesn't have to be added, but I was just going to add 2 tablespoons, a cup of microgreens, a cup of salt, and 2 tablespoons of garlic. Shake it up, and we're going to put it in the jars. Alright, let's determine how much one of these jars can hold. This is a half cup. Better to figure it out before we mix it, so we don't mix too much. Okay, it looks like this would that's about a third full, so it looks like it probably hold a cup and a half. So we'll go with 3/4 cup. Well, we'll go with half cup for each one and fill it 2/3 full. There they are in the jar, along with the garlic powder. I'm going to add, this is California Bryan pepper flakes. I'm going to add, this is a tablespoon, so that's about a little halfway. So about 2 teaspoons of California Bryan pepper flakes. I don't want any perceivable heat, but I like the richness the pepper adds to it, the chili pepper. I'm going to also add a teaspoon of black pepper for color and flavor, and that's all I'm going to add. I add it all to this mason jar. This is actually a ball jar. Anyway, and I'm going to just rotate it and mix it. That's it. And the microgreens are dusty, so the salt needs to adhere to the dust. And if there's any moisture left in the microgreens at all, the salt's going to absorb it. So my thought on it is that the longer it sits with the salt, the more infused it's going to be with the microgreens and other ingredients. That mixture filled this jar perfect, and yeah, I tasted. I mean, it's really intense, obviously, with that much salt to taste it directly. But man, a lot of flavors came out of it. I tell you. I was really surprised because I tasted these by themselves and they taste plant-like, you know. Not bad at all, but it kind of, I don't know how to explain it. But boy, when you add the garlic and the salt, it just is really intense. So I'm making all 3 of these, this microgreen salt, micro salt. That's what I'm gonna call it. 3 jars filled, and the mason jar, ball jar rather, is what's left over from the microgreens to use later. I've got my dehydrator. I'm going to rinse and stack inside the sink. Rinse them off, let them drain for a little bit, then we're going to dehydrate these and make grape flakes. I've got mung bean and pea sprouts right now. There There's the peas. Gonna blend them up. We're getting more diverse now. There we've got some more to dehydrate. We've got sunflowers from a recent grow. Some onion tops, Australian brown and candy onion tops while they're small. We've got more sunflowers and red acre cabbage. Beautiful microgreen, that one. Alright, let's get to dehydrating. Alright, I have 3 trays of Fenugreek. They have a lot of scientifically backed benefits, like helping with diabetes, helping increase breast flow milk for nursing mothers, increasing libido in men and women, and helping with skin inflammation. And those are scientifically backed. They also anecdotally say that it helps with several other conditions. Anyway, the point of what I'm trying to say is I got a lot of fenugreek here, and I think it's going to be important to add that. Fenugreek's an herb. Over here I've got 2 trays of Rambo radish, and we're going to get to dehydrating them. Alright, I got 4 trays of broccoli. And I group them like that because when they dry they're in a clump. That way I don't have to use a finer screen mesh. Anyway, 4 trays of broccoli to add to the flakes. 4 trays of the cabbage from the nutrient water versus plain water. Dehydrate them down. So I'm out in my garage because these have a little bit of a smell when they're dehydrating, especially brassicas. But this is what it looks like dried. Just a little bit of stuff here. I'm going to put it in this blender here. It's just a cheap little blender. It's in my store. Any blender will work. We're trying to reduce it to flakes. And let me show you what that looks like. I've got a little container here that has all my flakes in it. There you go, that's what it looks like. So I'm just going to take these, it'll all fit in that one blender, and I'll blend it up and add the cabbage to the flakes. So this is what 1/10/20 tray of cabbage looks like when it's dried and put in here. I'm going to blend it and I'll show you what it looks like post blend. Let me show you kind of what I have to do when it's blending. So I wanted to bring you out in the sun so you can see here. This is, I forget what was it, 1.5 or 1.7 pounds of cabbage reduced to powder. Can you imagine how concentrated the flavor is in that? I think it'd be incredible. So I'm going to add this to my veggie flakes. It's not a lot there, is there? But I'm going to add these to my veggie flakes, and yeah, we're going to make salt soon.